Well, I don't want to give you some sob story of a list of injuries, but
Okay, yeah,
I tore my left pec in 2007, and so this pec is reattached onto the shoulder. It's like altered. Um, and I was able to come back from that and carry on
yeah.
with my throwing career and made it to the Olympics after that. So I was kind of proud of that, but it was pretty stressful at the time.
Yeah.
You can't bench or incline or do any of the things you need to do for shot putting. Um, I I hurt my back. I have a compressed nerve root in my back at L4, L5. So I have some numbness, some weakness down my right leg and in my foot. And that one's the most annoying because that never goes away. Like
Hmm.
I'm stuck with that for the rest of my life. So the best it gets is like a 2 out of 10. And then from there, it can get worse from time to time. But that's sort of not going to disappear, that one. So I kind of got to deal with that. Yeah, I got others, but who cares? Nobody wants to hear about injuries.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't own them. It's there. I carry on. I don't know.
Yeah.
You see in England, you'd see the train station. You see a pigeon walking around with one leg. You know, eating chips on the side of the road. Like they don't care. They carry on with it. Like I just carry on. I don't feel sorry for myself. Just try and keep moving forward.
Yeah. And that was one of the big points I kind of wanted to make with that was at least just hearing about you overcoming an injury or pushing through an injury. It's not so much that we would want to use the injury as an excuse or, oh man, look what happened to me. It's more like I'm still out here doing this stuff despite the injury, and people can kind of take that and maybe relate it to a certain situation. Maybe they're at a sticking point, maybe they're at a plateau, maybe they feel like they have an injury they can't bounce back from, and it's like you just said, like you just have to put it in perspective and keep moving. So that was really my main point of asking about the injury was because, like I said, you're still here doing amazing feats, you're pushing through it, so obviously it didn't stop you, and I just don't want anybody else getting hung up on that or feeling sorry for themselves and maybe kind of putting a ceiling on what they're capable of. So
My attitude on it is that, if I sit on the couch and do nothing, I'll still be in pain. So,
yeah,
if I'm going to be in pain anyway, I might as well carry on getting after stuff and doing what I want to do. Like it's the same. There is no reason to back off. Like I'm not going to stop living and being
yeah.
and moving forward. You just carry on anyway.
Well, and that's like I've heard people say too that oh, lifting's bad for your back. And it's like, okay, well, you can not lift and then you can still have back problems when you're 60, 70. And it's like
Yeah.
we both might end up with back problems. I'd at least like to
Yeah.
have a strong back when I get there. So
Yeah, my observation over the years of like former throwers, because the
mhm,
bigger, taller, heavier framed kind of people,
mhm,
if the ones that stop lifting and lose the muscle strength get in trouble, like all of a sudden the force goes on the joints more where they don't have the musculature to support it anymore, and
yeah,
then the knees are bad, the back's bad, they've got a cane, they're in a wheelchair. Like there's a lot of examples of it that I've seen. The people that have continued to lift even if they're in a little bit of pain, but they maintain the strength, they can carry on with a much higher quality of life. And so from that observation, I don't ever plan to stop lifting at any point.
yeah. I'm on the same way. And yeah, if anybody listening can take a message from that, is don't stop training, even if it's not your best, even if you're working around an injury. Don't stop training because the effects of not training are going to be way worse than if you continue to kind of just, I guess, push on and work through it. So
Yeah.